views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Stay. In your lane. What we said, stay. In your lane. What we said, ready, set, goes. Ready, set, goes. Ready, 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 set, go. Oh my God, this is very loud today. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Stay in Your Lane podcast. I'm your host, Samanta Harmond, aka Miss Spicy. We're keeping it spicy today and airy. So guys, before I get into everything, I hope you guys went out and check out our latest episode, which actually dropped today with Raziel. It's called Self-Aware. So go to YouTube at SLAOESSEX and right in the playlist, you're going to see Stay in Your Lane, and it's going to be the first drop there. And from there, you can always continue all the way down. Or if you want to go to Spotify, if you're a Spotify user, then you can go over there at SLAOESSEX, and then you can see Stay in Your Lane, and then you can have a great listen. So you have a lot of choices, a lot of interview, a lot of personal interview on there by myself. So whichever, go over there, make sure you check it out. Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram at stay_in_your_lane_podcast. So today, guys, I have somebody in the studio with me that I've been trying to get to come and sit down, but his schedule has been so busy.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate him actually spending the time to want to come and sit down with me today. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I appreciate the invitation. It has been rough trying to get it together and get it into the studio, but here we are.
Yes, here we are. So I really appreciate you coming to sit down. So I'm going to let you do the introduction. Okay.
All
Let
right.
them know who you are. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, my government name is Anthony Clifton, but everybody calls me either Tone or Tony.
Okay.
I'm a student here at Essex. You know, I've been having a good time so far. I can't complain. Like I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. What's your major here at Essex?
I am a liberal arts major. Nothing too special, but I do plan on switching my major eventually to maybe supply chain management or business management.
Supply chain management. That's look like something that you would definitely advance in.
I appreciate that.
And so that's good. So tell them real quick, what's 2 fun facts about you?
2 fun facts about me. Well,
Yeah.
I know I may not look it, but I'm 37 years old.
Okay.
And
He does not, guys. He does not.
and I sing.
You sing?
Yeah.
So, guys, before we end today, he has to give us a line of something, right? He has to drop some vocals for us. So, you said you are a liberal art major.
I am.
And you're thinking about changing it. What inspired you to go there?
Well, initially, liberal arts was the only thing that was offered to me. So I figured I would push through and complete that. But once I graduate, I'm going to switch my major to supply chain management because I currently work in, I wouldn't say retail. I work in the baking field. I work at a cookie shop. So,
Okay.
and I want to learn the ins and outs of that business. So maybe I can open my own franchise in the future.
Okay, I love that. So how are you feeling today? How are you doing?
I'm all right. Had
Yeah.
better days, had worse days as well. So I'm good today. I
Okay,
feel
good.
today.
And you're about to be even greater after here, okay?
Well, all right.
So I have to ask you, what does stay in your lane mean to you?
For me,
Yes.
well, I guess there's a lot of meanings to stay in your lane. But for me personally,
Yes,
it
for
means
you
to
personally.
stay on your own road. Stay focused on whatever you have going on.
Uh-huh.
Don't dive into somebody else's business if it has nothing to do with you.
Love that.
And focus on what's going to make you better and greater.
Elaborate more for me real quick.
Well, to focus on you have to lock in. When I say lock in, I mean get rid of all distractions and things that are not conducive to your discipline and the way that you're supposed to operate, that you know that you'll have success in that lane. So, like for me personally, like I like to work out, so I stay in my lane when it comes to working out. I try not to shy away from it too much.
Love that.
People do fall off, but as long as you get back on track, you'll be fine. When it comes to education, I'm gonna make sure that I get the best grades I can possibly get. I'm staying in my lane. I'm staying in the lane where I know that I will be successful in my education as well as work. Like I try to do the best that I possibly can when I'm at work, so I can get promoted, and more money always is a good thing. So you got to lock in. You got to focus. You got to be on your job when it comes to something that you want, something that you desire in your life.
So I heard you mention you work out, and a lot of people fall off. Why is that?
It could be a few things. Like sometimes life gets in the way, and you don't have the time or the schedule to continue to pursue your fitness journey. It could be some people just say, you know what, I'm done because it's too hard, it's too difficult. Like that happens, and it's understandable because the human body can only take but so much. And then sometimes it's just circumstances, and then next thing you know, you haven't been in the gym or you haven't been working out, you haven't stuck to your regimen for months, and next thing you know, now you notice you put on weight, you notice that you done changed physically, like you're not as athletic as you used to be, like you get winded when you do small things as opposed to what it used to be when you were exercising regularly. There's a few things that factor in, but most of the time it's life getting in the way. Job, kids, if you have kids, school.
That's so I used to work out, right?
I do.
I used to work out. I love working out. I'm starting back next week, and I had an injury in May with my foot. So I haven't. And you're right. When you was consistently every single day you stop, I didn't gain no weight. It's so hard for me to gain weight.
Okay.
It's the gym. The gym literally helped me to gain some pound.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. But after I stopped, I love legs. I'm a legs girl. Some people run away from the legs.
Yeah, a lot of people hate legs.
Give me legs workout. I love legs workout. And it's so funny because I have an ankle that is not good, full of sticks and irons in it. But I just like seeing a nice quad. Okay. Woman with a nice quad. So now it's been 4 months since I haven't been back in the gym. Yeah, and I lost my quads. It's still there, but I work my upper body because I have weights.
Right.
So I be doing push-up every morning, every day, 20 push-up.
Yeah, I've seen your push-ups. Like you have solid push-ups.
You seen me do a push-up? Where?
When we did the what was it called?
When we did the thing for school.
Yeah, for the school, the little school event that we had when we did. Why am I blanking on the word? What is the name of the event?
It was the something another course. The
obstacle course.
The obstacle course, yes.
And you had to do push-ups.
Guys, I'm going to sign out for you guys from here. I'm going to go over TikTok, let them know. Signing out. I'll definitely be back. Trying to connect it to my headset so you guys could hear me. So I'll be back with you guys. So let me share it. Okay. But I like what you said. I like push-ups. I think it's hard when you're just getting into it, but once your body kind of adjusts to it, then you kind of get really into it. But my goal is to get back in the gym next week because the gym here at the school, you're able to go, students have access from 10 to 2 if you're not an athlete. So my classes finish at 12:30, so I'm able to at least go in and get an hour. At least. So my gym membership, I'm about to cancel it and blink because I don't need it right now.
Yeah, you really don't. It's a gym. I've been to this gym a few times, and it's a good gym. Has everything that you need to get back in shape for sure.
Okay, so have you done personal training?
No, I have not. I've been told that I should get into that, but that's not my lane.
No.
I just enjoy exercise. I enjoy fitness. I enjoy working out. I don't mind giving people pointers if I see something that might be off, but as for going into that field, I don't think it's for me.
Why?
I don't.
You don't find passion in training somebody else?
No, not necessarily. I like to work out. If I have a workout squad, I'll motivate my team, the people that I'm working out with. But as for me barking orders at someone or trying to show them how to, I can't do it. That's not my thing.
Okay, I mean, to each his own, so I definitely understand about that. It seems like you're very focused and staying in your lane. So how has the experience been so far being at Essex County?
It's been pleasant because I took an OSHA program class here last year and figured after the class was over, they offered me the opportunity to further pursue my education, and I said, why not? So I was already just sitting on credit, so I figured, why not finish?
What's the name of that? What is that?
It was an OSHA certification program.
What is it?
OSHA certification, it gives you the clearance to do construction, hazardous waste movement. You become AED and CPR certified. It's basically a certification that allows you to work in the world of manual labor, essentially construction work, demolition. Like they offered a class here last year in April, and then I took it. So when that ended, I just
decide to.
Yep.
So is it your first time attending college?
No, I was going to Raritan Valley College. I was sitting on credits, so I figured why not finish my education. So when I got here, I had my credits transferred, and I'm like, you know what? I'm from here, so why not?
So what? Why did you dropped out previously at your college?
It wasn't even necessarily a dropout. It was a hiatus.
Hiatus? Okay.
Yeah, it was a hiatus. So, because if I want to go all the way into it, I ended up enrolling in college while I was incarcerated.
Okay.
That's what happened. And when you transfer to different institutions, some places offer the college program and some don't. So, but towards the end of my stint, I was in a place that did not offer college, so I had to put it on pause.
Okay.
And when I finally started making my way outside and moving around, I jumped on the opportunity to go back to school.
I love that. So I think I'm going to take a little step back. Maybe I know you mentioned earlier, you let everyone know that you're 37. So I know you have a lot of experience, even though you don't look it. So they said black don't crack. I don't know. I think it's just the way how we take care of ourselves.
Yeah, that's so.
And that's just that. So I want to take a step back. You're from Newark, right? You were born and raised here.
Yes.
What's your background?
Jamaican and
Jamaican?
African American. Yeah.
African American. I think we were talking about your father. Is your
Yeah,
father?
my father's
But
Jamaican.
you have never been to Jamaica.
I have not. I should have went. All the times I was offered to go when I was younger, for whatever reason, I was doing other things.
Why you didn't?
I don't know. It's. I'm cool with my father, but we're not like that.
Like close,
that.
like
Yeah.
very close.
Yeah. So when his mother, my grandmother, or my aunt, his sister, used to offer, I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Never went.
Never.
I should have went though.
Listen, it's never too late. Visit in Jamaica, whether you have friends or family. For me, I was born and raised in Jamaica. I came here at the age of 20. I have families there, but when I go back home, I don't stay with family.
Right.
I stay at an Airbnb, which is, and then I go visit my family here and there. My sisters, my family, they always go back to Jamaica. They just came back, but they went for a funeral. But before that, they went to vacation. They always go on vacation, all-inclusive hotel and everything. So there's different, if you want to experience, maybe see what Jamaica is like and stuff, if you go into a hotel, they always have tour guides. Tour guides and stuff that will bring you outside of the hotel, bring you around and things, so you can maybe get a little familiar and see what is it. But at your age, I'm very sure you can make your own decision now of whether you want to take a vacation in Jamaica, because that's your roots, you know, something you can't take away, even though you're not close with daddy. But if in the future, if you ever, I tell you much, to go there, get some of our authentic Jamaican food from the ground itself.
For sure.
And you would definitely enjoy it. So I know you mentioned that you're not close with your dad. Did that stem from a younger age? What happened?
Because it seems like history repeated itself. He was incarcerated for the majority of my life growing up. So it was difficult to even build that bond because he was incarcerated all the way in Washington State.
Okay. At what age you...
He went in when I was 2, and he came home when I was about 15 or 16. by then I was already
A teenager.
doing my own thing and didn't want to hear anything from him.
So while he was in, you didn't have your mom didn't take you to see him.
It was all the way across on the other side of the country. So it's like we never physically went over there. No, but he used to write. I used to talk to him on the phone, things of this nature. But it's not the same.
It's not the same as being here physically to really guide you as a young youth, so you don't get. So, do you think with your dad missing in your early stage of your life, which actually shaped the foundation of a man, do you think that influenced you as a teenager?
Yeah, for sure.
As a teenager,
although I have uncles, it's not the same thing as a father in your life. But those were my male figures that attempted to guide me, but I'm not your child, so it's only but so much you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely shaped and influenced just things that I got into at a younger age, which eventually led me to repeat history, as I said, and found myself in the same situation, incarcerated.
So it was just you and mom? Did you have any other siblings?
I have two little brothers. I have two younger brothers. I'm not going to call them little because they're grown now.
They're grown on, okay.
I have two younger brothers. Yes.
Okay. So it was just mom and all three of you?
Yep. Mom, all three of us. Sometimes grandma lived with us, but for the most part, it was just mom and the three of us.
So did you make it through high school?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I graduated. That's one thing I did. I promised my mother I would graduate, and I did. And it's just in the midst of me going to school and doing everything I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
It was like I was living a double life. I was doing things I wasn't supposed to do outside of,
if you don't mind, I would love for you to share that share that story. So you mentioned that you were living a double life as a teenager. What do you mean?
Well, in the daytime, I would go to school, and I had a job after school, and at night, I would be outside running around with a group of individuals that didn't necessarily have my best interest at heart, and I was in the mix.
Okay. So was your mom aware of that side of you?
She was not aware. I was very good at hiding. She wasn't aware until maybe a year or two before I got incarcerated. Like, she did not know that I had all that going on.
No, so how were you able to hide it?
I don't know. And very cleverly. Like I just didn't show that side of me in the house.
Okay.
So she would assume that the money is coming from me working after school, and it was. But
a part of it was,
exactly.
But then the other part was influenced by outside. So how would you say? How did you lead to be in that company, in that atmosphere that ended up influencing you to be incarcerated?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I have no idea how I found myself falling into that crowd when I came from a good home, a good family, a solid foundation.
Yeah.
Despite not having my father around physically, it's like I was one of those kids that knew better but didn't do better.
Okay.
And I like that life at the time. It was alluring to me, so I'm like, you know what? And I started picking the wrong friends, let's say, and
yeah. They always say, do you think it always starts from that one, that one friend that you see doing something, you get close to that one person, and then their lifestyle that you are not doing started influence you, and you started like, oh, I want to try this. I want to do that.
And the next thing you know, as soon as you try it, then you try something else, and it then opens your world up to something completely opposite of what you've already known, what you already know not to do, and you kind of throw caution to the wind at that point. And you're like, I'm in it now, so I might as well go full force with what I'm doing, because that was my mentality. I'm doing it now, so I might as well do it to the best of my ability.
So even though you know what you were doing was wrong, was it the glamour?
It was.
Of it?
It seems glamorous from the outside looking in, but once you become involved in that type of lifestyle, you quickly see that it's not what you thought it was, but sometimes it gets to the point where it's too late.
So besides hiding it from your mom, was anybody outside that knew that side of you?
Yeah. I had a cousin. He wasn't necessarily into that life, but he knew what was going on. I look my middle brother, the one right right behind me. He knew what was going on, but he wasn't telling. He wasn't saying anything. And unfortunately, he even ended up going into the same type of lifestyle after I was incarcerated. As much as I tried to keep him away from it, like he was the brother that wanted to be around me all the time. I used to send him home. But yeah, he knew what was going on.
What's the gap in age with that brother?
We're all 4 years apart.
4 years apart. Oh, same thing like my siblings were 4 years apart. So he was the one that seen that side of you, of the outside world. Were you as scared? At what age was that for you?
Between the ages of, I'm gonna say 14 and all the way up until I got incarcerated at the age of 18, going on 19. So it was 4 or 5 year gap. He watched me run the streets and do everything that I wasn't supposed to do.
So were you at that time, were you like scared that he was going to follow behind your footstep? Like, did you get that feeling?
Yeah, I thought I did a pretty good job of like keeping him away from it, because when he wanted to come and hang out, or my mother would say, yeah, Anthony, take your brother with you, I kind of didn't want to. And most times when he used to just pop up, I would take him, like, go home, like, get out of here, go home.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to hear it, though.
No?
No, he wasn't trying to hear it. I thought I did a fair enough job at keeping him away from it, because he didn't get in trouble until after
you were incarcerated.
After I was incarcerated. And then, unfortunately, my mother passed away in 2008. And I think that really
took a toll.
Yeah, and it turned him into a different person.
So before I get at that, I really wanted to for viewers to understand your story, because I think your story is very interesting once we get deeper in it. So what led you to be incarcerated, and what age did it happen?
Well, I was 18, about to turn 19, and I went with a group of people to go rob someplace.
Okay.
And unfortunately, someone ended up losing their life in the commission of that whole crime. And although I didn't, end the person's life, I was there. So you're held accountable for your actions.
Accessories.
And they gave me 22 years.
22 years.
Yep.
Were you the only one, or was everyone in that group that
Not
went?
everyone. It was 2 out of maybe like 5 people. The
So
other 3 didn't get caught. So
all 5 of you went to do the deeds,
right,
to commit the deeds, and 2 of you end up getting caught out of the 2 that got caught was you and the next young man. You did not pull that trigger. No. But it was it the other young man, or it was one?
Yeah, it was the other young man, but
the other 3 end up escaping. They run away.
Yep.
And then you got caught on the scene?
No.
Or it was later on?
It was maybe a week later.
A week later, both of you got caught?
Give or take, week and a few days, week and a half later.
Was that the friend that influenced you?
Nah, not necessarily.
Okay.
Which is strange. It was the group mentality that influenced me. And it just so happened that we were on our way, oddly enough, to a Super Bowl party.
Ooh, so it was right around the Super Bowl time. Okay.
And we were on foot. And apparently they had camera footage of 2 dark-skinned males in dark-colored clothes, which can be anyone.
Anyone, yes.
But they struck gold when they stopped us.
So both of you guys was on your way.
We were on our way to a
Super Bowl party.
If I'm being completely honest, which I will be, we left the party initially to go pick up some, and we were on our way back.
And then that's when.
And we got stopped.
They
spotted
the 2.
But come to find out, after we were incarcerated, when we sat in the county jail, there were other individuals that they had stopped.
Also,
they were just trying
to see who they didn't have an identity.
No,
they just had skin color and how they look, and that's it. So no identity or anything. So did they bluff, and then you guys end up?
No, they didn't bluff. They just they saw us walking, and they jumped out and they pulled up on us, and they said, "We're like, you fit the description of 2 robbery suspects." At the time, I didn't know there was a homicide involved, so they just said robbery suspects. So they put us against the car, they patted us down, and unfortunately, my counterpart, he had some incriminating evidence on him that he didn't tell me about.
Okay.
And when they pulled it out of his pocket, The last 2 words I heard was, got him.
Wow. Both of you.
Yep, and he put us in the car.
And the other 3 never showed, they never got caught or anything.
No.
So both of you did you both got 22 years?
Nah, he got significantly more time because he was the...
Okay.
Yeah.
They ended up finding out he was the one, the
Yeah.
evidence and everything like that.
He told him he was the one.
Okay.
Like, he tried to, like,
See.
I'm going to say cut me loose, but it didn't work.
Okay.
Because the way that he explained it to them, it didn't work.
It didn't work out
Yeah, they weren't trying to hear that.
at all.
No.
They got a gate. So how did you feel like when you got caught and you heard that there was an homicide on the case?
It's not a good feeling
18.
at all. At 18, I thought my life was over. I'm like, oh, man, I'm not coming home off of this. Mm-hmm. That's the first thought. It's like, oh, man, like it's... Especially when they first all like when you go into after they indict you in the whole process, they start giving you offers.
Yes.
My first offer was a 50 to life. I'm like, how is that an offer? Like that makes no sense. Mm-hmm. So obviously you say no. Like the lawyer, you tell your lawyer, tell them no. They come back with a counter offer. They went from 50 to life to 30 to life to 30 years even, and then they dropped down to 25, and then they dropped down to 22. They told us, they was like, look, we're being nice by offering 22 because we have everything we need to convict you if you go to trial. So either take it or go to trial. I said,
so you end up taking it.
I ended up taking it.
Because you felt like your lawyer advised you to take it?
Yeah, because he said he was in there. He's like, I'm trying. He's like, they're not going. I'm like, yo, can you get me at least a 15?
Yeah.
I'll take a 15 at this point. You start talking those type of numbers, and it's crazy to think back on it, but that's a deal in your mind at the time. 15 years away from your family. 20 years away from your family. I take a 17. That's how I was talking, but we're not going past 22. Although you weren't the one that actually committed the homicide, you were still there. You're still found culpable. You're still found liable. So take this 22, or you can take this life, because that's what you're going to get if you lose trial.
Oh, so that was the bet on the board, and your lawyer so your lawyer felt like he didn't have enough concrete evidence to try to get you out of the case, even though they had the person that pulled the trigger?
But that statement that he gave when he tried to like cut me loose, it worked against us because the way he worded it was so crazy. Instead of saying I wasn't there, he was like, no, he was trying to break up a fight, and it was...
You were in there.
Yeah, it was BS.
He placed you there. It was, he did BS to try to create a story.
Yeah, he tried to create a story to make it look like it wasn't what it was. But when he implicated me and made it seem like I was trying to break up a fight, they weren't buying it. So it kind of worked against us as opposed to cutting me loose. Instead of just saying, nah, he wasn't there. They weren't trying to hear that.
So how did he hide that from you? Like, you did not know?
I didn't know that we were going to a party, so I did not know that he had something on him that he wasn't supposed to have on him. I wish he would have notified me, because we would have took a cab or something. Yeah. Like I would have stayed off the streets. But it didn't work out that way.
Okay, so how did your mom got the news?
I called her with my one phone call.
Yes.
I called her, and she did not appreciate it. Of course, obviously.
Of course not.
And the only thing she said, she was like, I can't really do nothing for you right now. She was like, when you get to where you're going, call me again, and we'll talk then. But I physically wasn't able to touch my mother at all after I got incarcerated, because the visits are through a window. And then by the time I went to state prison, because you sit in the county when everything is going on.
The processing and everything.
By the time I got to state prison, she passed away shortly after. Really? Yeah. Shortly after I got downstate, is how we call it. I got downstate, let's say in May. I got downstate in May. April, May.
Was that like a year or here
or
months?
I sat in the county for a year. I sat in the county for 19 months specifically. I sat in the county for 19 months. And then when I went downstate, a few months later, before I can get to a facility where I can actually have visits, she ended up passing away. But by the time I got to that facility, like she couldn't physically come and see me anyway.
Was she sick?
Yes.
And do you think she was worried about you?
Yeah, for sure.
And everything
For sure.
causes that.
Yeah.
So was any of your brothers? They were still young, right?
Yeah, they were still young. They were still. The middle one was about to turn 15, and the youngest brother, he had just turned 12. No, he just turned 11.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I want to ask you, at a young man at 18, I mean a young adult at 18 years, and you finally, when did you like finally accept your fate? Like
About
22 years.
About
It's-
5 years in, because you're angry, you're resentful. At least for me, it was about 5 years in. It got to the point where I'm like, well, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere for a while. I'm just going to put my head down. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to get what I can get out of this circumstance, because you can learn from anything and everything. And I'm going to finish my time up. And that's what I did.
So in there, you met a lot of other
For
young
sure,
men
yeah.
that is facing like the same amount of years that
Absolutely.
you're facing, or even more.
Yeah.
So were you with did they put you both in the same cell or different?
Oh, me and my cousin,
The guy,
Like the
yeah.
guy?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
your cousin?
Yeah.
Was your cousin? Okay.
they put us on the same tier. They put us on the same wing, but we weren't in the same room. Like we didn't share a room at all.
Were you guys seeing each other?
Yeah, we saw each other for a while until, eventually they pick you up, they move you somewhere else, they separate you, and then that's it. But we never were in the same state facility together, no.
Okay. So life in prison, how did it change you?
Well, first of all, it teaches you humility for sure, and it teaches you patience. I will always tell someone that, like, if you want to, like prison, if it teaches you one thing, it's patience, because you have no choice but to wait for what you want. You're never going to get anything on your time. You're never going to accomplish anything on your time, unfortunately. Everything is a waiting process. It's a standby. You got to wait, you got to wait, you got to wait. Even with your freedom, you have to wait until freedom comes and knocks on your door. But it teaches you a few things. It teaches you patience. It teaches you humility. It teaches you how to mind your business, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, can't be nosy in prison. Prison is a world in and of itself. Like, it really is a world within a world. Like, it is outrageous.
Yeah.
It is outrageous. Like, I'll tell people now, like, if I write a book, you'll think it's fiction because of the stuff that I done seen.
Inside there.
Yeah, you would think it's fiction. You would think but it's very real.
Oh my God. Listen, guys, we are 32 minutes in. So, oh my days, this story is going to continue. We are definitely going to continue this. Let me see here. Because I really want you to talk about the world, living in prison and coming out, and the difference and how it has shaped you. Because I think, we have many of our young men that is getting caught in the system, being influenced by different things, going in there. Some make the best of it in wanting better for them life, and it changes them, while some doesn't, right? So on our next talk, I would love for you to shape and let the youths and everyone know the experience of what prison life is and how it has helped you, what you have taken away, the education and everything, in transitioning it in real life in a different world. So to wrap up this segment, I hope you guys or listeners out there, this is a very powerful story, and I'm glad that you own your experience, and it seems like you took a lot of accountability, and I think that leads to growth, and I think things like those helped with peace of mind, because at the end of the day, you put yourself there, right? So you can't really blame someone else, because when you blame other people, that's what leads to resentment.
Sure.
So once you take back your power and taking back the account, owning it, then you're able to live in it and change your life. So I'm happy you take on that. I'm just going to close out this session and then I'm going to hit record again for part 2. But listen, for all my potters, for all my Stay in Your Lane supporters out there, this episode is going to come to you next Tuesday. It's very powerful, very insightful. The next part 2, you don't want to miss it, because I think it's a story for the youth out there, especially especially we're in Essex County, this neighborhood that we live in. Right, this community. I wouldn't even just group it into just Essex County. It's just overall. There's a lot of young youth out there that is being influenced by a lot of things. And sometimes when you have somebody that walk the walk and share their experience, it can help to touch someone out there. It can help to touch some youth out there. Maybe someone is in that world right now and they just need a voice to like wake them up. Like, you're on the wrong lane. It's time for you to switch lane. I mean, nothing wrong with switching lanes sometimes, because sometimes you're just going in the back part, right? Same as when you go into a dead end. You got to turn right back around, right? So that's about it. So as I always say to you, any final thing you want to say before I close off this part 1?
This was fun. I haven't spoken about this like publicly in a long time, so this was good. I think I needed this.
Oh, I love it. All right. So as I always say, make sure you check out this episode it's going to be on YouTube at SLAOESSEX, also on Spotify at SLAOESSEX, and follow us on Instagram at stay_in-your-lane podcast. This is your girl, Samanta Harmond. As I always say, start unknown, finish unforgettable. Okay. Every setbacks, it doesn't define us, it refines us, and it's actually set the foundation for a stronger comeback and a better you. So stay tuned. Part 2 is coming back. Stay in your lane. What we said? Stay in your lane. Ooh, 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 I love that. But love you guys. Bye.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.